Hey everybody, I want to first give my shout out to 2CTV for covering the story and the latest updates and news on the Iranian, Israel, and now US war. Yes, you heard that correct. We are officially at war with the Iranian regime. Our boys literally went in, took care of business, and got out like super fast before anybody even knew what was happening. See, that's Tosi TV. Shout out to him. Check him out. Like and subscribe him.
Breaking news from Iran. The United States of America is now officially in a state of war with the Iranian regime. The Fordo nuclear site has been hit and destroyed by...
So our boys flew in, took care of that site because that's what they wanted us to do. That was our part, apparently. And then we got out. That's crazy talk, man. But of course, we do have the best military in the world. Let's face it. The American military is the best. No matter how many times people try to step on our flag or spit on our flag or torch our flag or anything else, our flag always stands. Always.
The U.S. Air Force
and you guys got to check him out. He is awesome. He does this awesome show. Tausi TV, www.tausitv.com. Check him out. He even has a whole TV thing that he does. Alright, but I'm going to skip ahead a bit. And I want to show you where they went in and hit. Right here.
Of the country, and they have a number of different networks, underground tunnels. You've got the actual backup power supplies, which is linked to the main corridors, and of course the control room is also connected to the same floor rather than having it on a different floor.
So basically, they know exactly what it looks like.
The President of the United States initially released this statement. This was a stealth operation. It was so stealth, and nobody knew what actually happened until the president himself posted on X.
Yep, that's how it went.
What is going on? This is what he said. We have completed a very successful attack on the 3 nuclear sites in Iran, including Fordo, Natanz, and Esfahan. All planes are now outside of Iran airspace. A full payload of bombs was dropped on the primary site, Fordo. All planes are safely on their way home. Congratulations to our great American warriors. There is not another military in the world that could have done this. Now is the time for peace.
And of course, he finishes off by saying, now let's end Iran. It's over. Now's the time for peace. Because he really does want peace. But he's not going to watch us get stomped on, because that's his job, to protect us from all enemies, foreign and domestic. And of course, 2CTV covers it beautifully. You guys got to check him out for all of the updated war news. Anything you want to know, and he's always telling the truth. No matter what your political party.
With the consequences, the backlash, and the retaliation. This is absolutely fascinating.
Are we scared?
We are waiting for the first images and...
Okay, I'm going to skip ahead a little to... there's our B-2 boys. There's our B-2 bombers. That's our stuffed bombers.
And Esfahan in a grad show of the power of the United States. Again.
Of course. Alright, that's...
the operation that was led.
That was the operation.
Rapid change in the Middle East. We can actually see that over the last week we've had a lot of a US military aircraft. Now, flight trackers are currently showing absolutely no.
They turned off all their flight trackers because they don't want people to know where they are, obviously, for obvious reasons.
Things have been
But
slowing down
pretty
from the
much,
Iranian.
we went in, we took care of business, and we got out before anybody even knew we were there,
Side.
because
Last time we
our
actually
military
had
rocks it.
on Israel. And in case you remember
So
last week,
we're not really sure what's going to happen next, but
destroying the
make sure you guys
missiles.
tune in to 2CTV to see it. And no, this is not sponsored by them or anything like that. I've watched regular news programs like CBS, MSNBC, CNN, and I've watched the right-wing stuff, and I've watched the left-wing stuff, and I find him to be kind of right in the middle. You know what I mean? Like, he just has common sense, a common sense take on it, and I like that. So check out his TV channel and check out Tausi TV for all your latest things. Like and subscribe his videos, and don't forget, like and subscribe here too. Help me get to 80 so we can go live.
The factories have also been wiped out. President Trump has also now posted on social media confirming that Fordo is gone by sharing open source.
Fordo is gone.
Fordo is gone. Fordo is now gone, ladies and gentlemen. And now we have some more
So
information
now I don't
from
know.
President Trump's team in terms of this operation. The operation is not really just about what's happened. Again, if you watch this live, we are going to shortly bring you guys hopefully some images and videos from Fordo and other places.
Okay, so it's still a developing story, obviously, but yeah.
Israeli officials as the final preparations were underway earlier today.
Now, here's the main deal that I'm picking up what this is putting down. The Iranians, you see, President Trump tried to make peace with them, with leaders. And, you know, he tried his best. He talked to who he needed to talk to, did whatever he needed to do. But they weren't budging because their response was to torch our flag and to basically chant, and that wasn't all of the Iranian people. Oh, no, that was just their parliament. You know, blank to America. Absolutely horrific people to say stuff like that. But either way, here's the main thing. You wanted a fight, now you got one. Because there was one place you don't mess with, and that's the US of A. Because we will put a boot in your ass, to quote a famous artist, well, a famous country artist that I loved, absolutely. Put a boot in your booty. It's the American way. So go ahead, screw with us, because anyway. Guys, of course we want peace, but sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do, because he is 100% correct. A regime, and I didn't say the people, I said a regime like that, 9/11, all of that craziness, all of the Hamas, groups like that, yeah. And then they want nuclear capabilities. That's a terrible idea. First of all, nobody should have those capabilities. I never believed in that. Chernobyl, did we not learn a thing? Anyway, point is that boys are going to play with the toys and male pride and all that stuff. But yeah. Oh, and by the way, I notice it every now and then. There's a sparkle somewhere, and it keeps sparkling every time the light hits it. Just so. That's from my crafts. Not a big deal. Anyway, I'm sparkly today because I got in all my crafts that I'm working on, and some of them are sparkly. Anyway, but yeah, it's crazy. And the funny thing about it is we need to remember one thing. The Bible stated, those that stand with, those that bless Israel will be blessed. Those that curse Israel will be cursed. You remember Genesis and the Bible and all of that stuff? Yeah. Revelations? Yeah. Yeah. So I don't know. I stand with Israel on this one, and that may not be exactly the 100% personal, popular choice. But you know what? I don't care. I'm not going against God. I'd rather stick with Israel, thanks. And I'm sure our I believe very religious, very highly believe in God type of president that we have would probably feel the same way. Simply because we all know that Israel is is God's chosen. And yeah, we ain't going down like that. We ain't getting cursed. Mm-mm. And when it comes to all that craziness with war and using big bad things and stuff like that, yeah, it's scary. But sometimes, in order to maintain peace, sometimes you have to do the more unpopular thing, which is what Donald Trump, our president, did. And now they're prepping our doomsday plan because we know what could be coming. So God bless everybody. And let's pray. And can we come together as a nation now? Instead of Democrat versus Republican, left versus right, all this crazy nonsense that has been dividing us, because none of that matters anymore when we could be literally facing down annihilation. I mean, come on, guys. Can we get past all the mundane, silly things that really don't matter? At the end of the day, it doesn't matter. And there's another reason why. Sorry, excuse me. There's another reason why illegal immigrants need to be vetted, because there are now, from what I understand, you know what type of cells in our country, according to the FBI, from what I understood, from reports that I had heard, which means they could activate any minute. And we wouldn't know, because you know what? We don't know who's in America. We have no clue who's in this country right now. And what do? You guys march against our president and act foolish instead of stepping up and doing the right things and stepping up and being a good American. And I'm sorry, that's just the way it is. Anyway, but yeah, we are at war because we went at Iran. So let's all pray. Don't forget, like and subscribe. And like I said, check out Tausi TV, because you know what? They cover it best. They cover it best. So check out Tausi TV, like and subscribe to his TV. And don't forget, like and subscribe here for more fun. And help me get to 80 subscribers, because we are going to go live, hopefully, soon. Peace out, guys. Take care. God bless.